When we feel those aches and pains, more often than not, we chalk them up as something trivial. That diagnosis might be right, but Denise Marr says some of those symptoms could be red flags for something a lot more serious. Denise is the associate health editor for More Magazine. She's got some important warning signs that women over 40 shouldn't ignore. Welcome to the show, Denise.
It's great to be here.
Why in particular women over 40? Is there a big difference?
With age, our risk factors for heart disease increase because we have less estrogen in our bodies, which protects us from a lot of diseases.
And we should warn people, we should let them know. A lot of these symptoms people have every single day. We're not telling everyone to rush to the hospital, but you're trying to educate them and saying, you know, if you see these symptoms over a longer period of time,
yes,
could be something worse.
This is about being smart about your symptoms, being empowered, knowing what to know to assess your risk.
Okay, so let's take a look at the first set. If you have the flu-like feelings like fatigue, nausea, sweating, and chills,
right?
What are we talking about?
It's probably just the flu, but it could be a heart attack.
Wow.
So you need to assess the other symptoms. Are you having squeezing pain in your heart, around your chest, rather? Women experience heart disease differently than men.
And the article mentioned that women take like 11 minutes longer to call 911 than men do when they think they're having a heart attack, right?
Probably because they're watching out for everyone else's health.
Don't play around with anything like that. Okay, let's take a look at the next set of symptoms: burning, tingling, or numbness in your feet.
Right.
Okay.
It's probably just a new pair of shoes, the way you were sitting, but it could be a sign of prediabetes.
Wow.
This is a key problem later in life, and actually 57 million Americans have prediabetes, and most of them don't know it.
Wow.
So to avoid it developing into diabetes, which is much more complicated, you should assess your risks when these little symptoms happen. You might also have tingling in your hand or more frequent urination.
Right.
If that continues for several weeks, you should it's smart to see your doctor to get tested for diabetes.
Especially if you're overweight or if you have a family history of it as well, too. That's definitely a red flag. Okay, bloating and pelvic pain.
Right. It's probably just something you ate, a gastrointestinal bug, but it could be a sign of ovarian cancer. Until recently, ovarian cancer was considered the silent killer because there were no symptoms, there were no early signs. The good news is recently experts have identified some signs, which include bloating, feeling like you're full but hungry at the same time, losing weight. If this lasts for a couple of weeks, it's time to call your gynecologist and get it checked out. You
90% curable if you can catch it early, right?
That's the reason to go early.
Lots of good information. We just barely touched on it, but thank you so much for coming here. And if you guys want to get more information on the warning signs or more, you can go to more.com and get more information.
Thanks for watching Better.tv. For more stories like the one you just saw, catch the television program Better every weekday. Check your local TV listings to see if Better airs in your city.